Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. WWE Night of Champions is just around the corner, and some of the biggest matches in recent memory have been confirmed for the premium live event. Apart from the title matches, the finals of the King and Queen of the Ring tournaments are set to be featured on the show, which has had the fans talking. Sami Zayn, Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, and Jey Uso have won the first-round matches of the King of the Ring tournament, and the semifinals are set to begin next. This week's SmackDown is set to feature a singles clash between Sami Zayn and Randy Orton to determine the first finalist for the tournament. Next week's Raw will feature a clash between former tag team champions Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso to determine the second finalist, which has had the world talking. Considering the history between the two men, the clash is expected to steal the show, but the biggest question is who will walk out as the winner. Triple H is seemingly in a dilemma, considering the fact that both men are in a position where neither of them can bear the cost of losing the match. Both stars lost their world championships recently and have already taken big hits to their momentum. Another loss, especially in the King of the Ring tournament, could end up being very costly for either of the two men. The best way to end the match at this point would be interference from Seth Rollins and his faction. Rollins teased attacking Jey on WWE Raw this week, but Cody Rhodes came out to make the save. However, with Jey and Cody busy competing against each other next week, Rollins could use the moment to take both men down. Fans will have to wait and see how Triple H books the final moments of the match. This week's WWE Raw featured Jey Uso pinning Bronson Reed in a fatal four-way match to advance in the King of the Ring tournament. Following the match, Seth Rollins came out in anger and teased attacking the former World Heavyweight Champion. However, right before Jey got in the position for a stomp, Cody Rhodes made his way out to protect his friend, having a face-off with Rollins. After Rollins and his faction backed down to avoid chaos, Rhodes and Jey stood face-to-face. The two are set to battle next week, and time will now tell what WWE has in store for both men next. When not reporting on pro wrestling, Ishan loves to watch movies and occasionally play cricket. Ishan writes for the WWE Vertical at Sportskeeda. While he is a finance student, Ishan is an avid pro wrestling fan, which has led him to pursue a career in sports journalism. Before joining Sportskeeda, Ishan worked for various renowned websites such as Give Me Sport and Fansided, and has nearly 3 years of experience. He relies only on credible sources like Cage Match when reporting on a topic. Ishan cross-checks his work multiple times to ensure it is factually correct. Ishan's favorite pro wrestler is Seth Rollins. He admires the visionary's never-give-up attitude and work ethic. In fact, it was the Shield's memorable WWE debut in 2012 that got him hooked on sports entertainment in the first place. Ishan would love to interview Rollins someday. As the curtain rises on WWE's highly anticipated Night of Champions 2025, all eyes are not only on the gold to be defended and the rivalries to explode, but on the man behind the scenes holding the chessboard. Paul Triple H Levesque, WWE's chief content officer and mastermind of the modern era of storytelling, finds himself at the center of a storm that could shake the very foundation of his creative empire. For months, anticipation has brewed among fans for the Night of Champions, the pay-per-view where every title is defended, careers can be made or broken, and legends are born or buried. But this year, the spectacle has a shadow hanging over it, a triple-headed monster of loyalty, legacy, and leadership, and it's Triple H who must face it head-on. Triple H is no stranger to pressure. From climbing the ranks as The Game to helming NXT through its golden era, he's made tough calls. But this time, the decision is both personal and political. Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, is slated to challenge for the undisputed WWE Championship again. After falling short at WrestleMania 39 and finally conquering Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 41, Cody has become the heart of the WWE Universe. But a new storm has emerged. A returning Seth Rollins, hungry to reclaim the spotlight, and a surging Braun Breaker, the NXT-bred powerhouse who has bulldozed through the roster. The dilemma: Triple H must choose who gets the marquee match at Night of Champions: the sentimental fan favorite Cody, the workhorse Rollins, or the future in Breakker. He can't book a triple threat, not with the title's prestige at stake and the Saudi Arabia General Sports Authority demanding a clean one-on-one classic to honor the event's branding. One champion, one challenger. He sits at his Stamford office, staring at the whiteboard with possible match cards, each scenario weighed down by consequence. Triple H, more than anyone, understands legacy. The main event of Night of Champions isn't just about who wins, it's about who WWE puts their stamp of approval on in this new era. Cody Rhodes represents unfinished family business. His story, the son of the dream, the man who left WWE, built his brand, and returned to finish his father's legacy, has resonated like few others. His run as champion has been strong, if not spectacular, but some argue it's time to pass the torch. Seth Rollins is a different beast, a Triple Crown winner, a reliable performer, a workhorse. He brings prestige, consistency, and a touch of chaos. And after carrying the World Heavyweight Championship through 2023 to 24 with pride, fans have been clamoring for his return to the top title scene. Then there's Braun Breakker, the son of Rick Steiner and nephew of Scott Steiner. He's got wrestling in his blood and danger in his eyes. Triple H watched Braun evolve in NXT, molded him, even protected him from early overexposure. Now Breakker wants the title, and he wants it now. It's time for the future, he told Hunter bluntly in a tense backstage meeting captured for WWE 24/7's cameras. Whispers ripple through the locker room. Cody's reportedly furious but professional, according to one insider, concerned he may be shelved for younger talent. Rollins, for his part, has kept silent publicly, but has been vocal in private, some say confrontational. Braun, on the other hand, doesn't whisper. In a recent Raw segment, he went off script, grabbing a microphone mid-match to call out both men, and Triple H by name. "You're trying to protect your era, Hunter," he growled. "But your era is over. It's my time now." The crowd erupted. Social media exploded. And Triple H was left with a bigger problem. Any decision now looks like he's giving in to pressure. Just as Hunter began drafting his final decision, a call came through. It was from The Rock. Dwayne Johnson has been teasing a return for months, and now he wants a seat at the table. In a recorded video message posted on Instagram, The Rock said, "The People's Champ is watching. And if someone doesn't put some respect back into that undisputed championship, maybe it's time the Great One returns, one last time." Does he hold off on pushing Braun and give the fans a blockbuster Cody versus Rock or Rock versus Rollins for SummerSlam? Does he risk slowing momentum for a short-term pop? Night of Champions is just days away, and the card is incomplete. Triple H, the man once nicknamed the Cerebral Assassin, is now facing the most cerebral challenge of his executive career. His choice won't just shape the pay-per-view. It may reshape the landscape of WWE heading into the latter half of 2025. Late Tuesday night, reports surfaced that Triple H called a closed-door meeting with Cody, Seth, Braun, and a few select producers. No one knows what was said. All we know is that afterward, Cody canceled his scheduled podcast appearance. Rollins posted a cryptic tweet of a burning bridge. Braun hit the gym hard and posted a photo with the caption, "3 dogs, 1 bone. I'm eating." Then, on the final SmackDown before Night of Champions, Triple H walked down to the ring, microphone in hand. The crowd was electric. No music, no pyro, just intensity. "I've been in this business for decades," he began. "I've made a career out of playing the long game. But sometimes the long game means taking risks, betting on the unknown, stepping out of your comfort zone." At Night of Champions, the undisputed WWE Championship will be defended in the main event. Cody Rhodes versus Braun Breakker. Rollins wasn't mentioned. Was he injured? Being saved for SummerSlam? Or simply being passed over? Triple H looked into the camera. The future doesn't wait. It kicks down the door. Braun wants it. Cody has it. Let's see who's really ready. Whether it's a stroke of genius or the beginning of chaos, Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure. Triple H has made his choice. And at Night of Champions 2025, the whole world will be watching to see whether the gamble pays off or whether the game just lost control of the board.